everyone. Welcome back to another episode of One-on-One with Clay County History, brought to you by the Clay County Historical and Arts Council. My name is Tess Thomas. I'm CCHAC's media representative and your guide through these conversations that bring our local history to life. Today, we're excited to be with Shayne Johnson, the branch manager of Moss Memorial Library here in Hayesville, North Carolina. Thank you, Shayne, for having us today.
Thank you for being here.
Let's just jump right into your background and some of the, share a little bit about your role at Moss Memorial and how you came about being here.
Sure. My background's in public administration, and I've worked in the public sector for most of the last 30-something years.
Wow.
And I have worked in libraries before. I worked at the Hall County Library System at the main branch in Gainesville. And when I saw this position come open, I jumped at it. I thought, well, I'm going to give it a shot and see what they say. And I'm really excited to be here, and I've really enjoyed working with the community and with our employees here.
And what do you enjoy most about working in the community setting?
Well, I've been able to meet so many different people that I normally would not have come in contact with. We have so many groups that meet here. We have individuals that use the library. And so you really get integrated pretty quickly and meeting people and seeing where they're going and what they're doing and what their interests are. So that's really been exciting.
How has the library evolved over the years to meet the needs of Hayesville and the surrounding area?
Well, the library started off as the Hayesville City Library in 1940, and it was one room in the courthouse.
Oh, no.
And so it has grown over the years.
I'd say so.
The current facility that we're in was built in 1967, and we've expanded, of course, over the years. The most recent being our community meeting room and the Friends of the Library bookstore.
What are some of the most popular programs or services that the library offers?
As far as programs go, our best attended are the Children's Story Time by Miss Bridget on Tuesday mornings. And then twice a month on Tuesday evenings when we're open late, we have teen events here. So whether it's movies or game playing, we have the teenagers here in the evenings.
I love that because there's not a lot of places for teens to go.
There are.
They need somewhere to go just to get out of the house.
And it's been very well received.
Good.
It's been very well received. Since we have a teen gaming room now that opened at the end of last year, and we're really happy. We're getting some use out of that. The other programs that the services, people use our copier, they use our Wi-Fi, they use our fax machines. They use our computer lab a lot, and those, I think, have played probably the biggest role as far as individuals. On a group level, our community room is busy all the time, and there's such a diverse amount of writers, poets, genealogists, anything you can think of. There's probably a meeting here at the library.
And I'm really excited about the genealogy part of it. I understand that you're doing a Scots-Irish heritage genealogy thing coming up soon. I'm going to try really hard to be there because I love that. I want to go back to Miss Bridget for a second because Tuesday mornings, could you tell them what time is her story time?
10:30. Story time is at 10:30.
And it usually lasts about half hour?
Usually about a half hour to 45 minutes.
Okay.
She plans something for the children to read. Sometimes there's some interactive play, and then a lot of times we come back into the library and the kids look for books or they do further reading with their parents. So it's a fun time. Tuesday mornings are busy and we love it. We just have a great time.
I should come check it out because all the kids are here. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the other thing I wanted to touch on with the teen gaming room, is there an age limit that they have to have a parent with them, or can they come on their own?
They can come on their own if we have a permission slip, but if they're 13 and older, then usually there's no problem with it because the games are age appropriate as well. So they can come in and check out games and go in and use it. And we have several groups of teams that come in Thursday afternoons maybe for a little while. And I'm sure that when summertime comes, we'll probably see more of them here.
Right, because they'll
hanging
have a
out.
lot more free time.
Good place to hang out.
Yeah.
It's a safe place.
It's safe, yeah,
And
and you
it's
know that they're
convenient to a lot of folks.
Yeah,
These are not online games that are in-house, so it's not like they're on the internet when they're playing.
good. So parents can rest assured
they
they're not
can.
getting content that they shouldn't be seeing.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Exactly. And if there's any, if there's any questions about anything, parents are welcome to come and talk with us, and we can put restrictions on things that certain ones can see. It's just
Okay.
like with your library card and checking out books.
Sure.
The parents are the ultimate.
And speaking of the
arbiters.
library card, how would someone go about getting the library card?
You can come into our library anytime that we're open. We need a picture ID and some form of information, mail or the ID that has your current address on it. And then we'll get that filled out for you. Takes maybe 8-10 minutes to do. And when you leave, you're good with the Nantahala library system and can check out books from Cardinal, which is all over the state.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then is there an age limit that they have to have their parent with them to get the library card, or they at certain age can get it on their own?
And they would need, basically, they're juveniles till they're 18.
Right.
So anybody under 18 has to have, it has to be attached to an adult card.
And so the parent has to have a library
Yes.
card as well as their child?
Yes.
That
So
makes sense.
the parent will be responsible if anything's lost. But it's good. It's not a problem, and we have lots of families. They come in and get their own cards for 3- and 4-year-olds because they want their own. They want to hold it in their hand.
And they'll feel big and
That's
grown up.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
And so, of course, we know mom and dad are seeing the things that they check out.
Sure.
And but it's a fun thing. It's owning it, and it's a responsibility that I think they feel like they're ready to take on.
Right.
And especially our children that are involved with the story time, because they are all about the books.
Yes.
And so having that feeling that yes, I can take my book up to the counter and use my card.
Right,
That's
and make them
important.
feel-
And it's fun.
yes.
And that's what builds lifelong library community.
Sure. Sure.
That's fun.
Absolutely. And we were talking about the community room. Can
Certainly.
you tell us a little more about the community room?
Sure. The community room, we can get probably 40 to 45 people in there if we need to. And it's scheduled, so you have to block out the time for it. We have a calendar. You come in, tell us what group it is, approximately how many you're going to have if you know. We'll help you set it up if you need to, or you can set it up however you like. Some people like classrooms. Some people like the conference table set up. And then anybody. We're using it for the genealogy group. We're using it for poets and writers. We're using it for reading clubs. We have a banned book club. We're going to be using it for the Master Gardener Speakers Program. So it's just a wonderful place that if you need a place to meet, and there's no charge for it at all.
That's amazing.
And that's what really brings a lot of groups here. 'Cause
Sure.
a lot of them are sort of informal. It's not like they have a formal structure and a budget to rent a place. But we want it to be available. We want it to be available to a lot of people. And as I said, the reading programs there, the teen programs there, whether they're watching movies or doing crafts, that kind of thing. So it's just a wonderful resource.
Is there a place that people can go, like on your website, and see when there's openings on that, or they need to call you?
No, they'll need to call us.
Okay.
We're old school with that. We write it on a calendar.
Right, I understand.
We're looking at a new website for the region, and we may be able to do that then.
Okay.
That's something that'll probably come up later in the year.
Okay.
But most of the time, people just come in. We'll pull the calendar down and sit and look at it and see what's available and try to work it out. And it's used enough that we really have to be careful with it and look out ahead, because people plan things months
Yeah,
in advance.
I was just going to ask that. How far in advance should they start trying to book the room?
If it's like a speakers program, then generally that's something we're going to need probably 3 months in advance.
Okay.
But if it's something where your group's meeting, or we have HOA groups that meet here sometimes, come in and check with us and see. Usually we can get you in that same week. But we can certainly look at it and let you know what it looks like. And it depends on whether it's a recurring meeting or if it's a one-off.
And I know that there is a website. Can you tell us the website address so people can come learn more about the library?
Yes, nrlibrary.org.
nrlibrary.org.
Nantahala Regional Library.
Okay. And I know that you have a pretty active social page on Facebook.
We do.
And I'm pretty sure that all your events that are upcoming are on there because I go and steal flyers from there all the time to
They
post
are.
at my other hat.
Soon
the chamber.
as we know something, and and it's set that it's going to be here, whether it's a speaker, whether it's the acoustic jam, we get it out there usually when it's scheduled, and then we try to maybe a few days beforehand, kind of remind people what's coming up, what's going to be happening either over the weekend or if there's a club meeting the following week, that kind of thing.
You talked about a couple of things I would like for you to expound a little more on.
Sure.
One being the acoustic jam, and the other being the band book club. I'm interested in hearing about that. So could you tell us a little about both?
The band book club, these are not library sponsored. These are just, the acoustic jam is, but the band book club, it's a group of folks that like to get together. They talk about contemporary topics. They talk about books that are banned and why and where. And some of it's over the years, some of it's in a historical context, and then some of it's the current atmosphere that they want to talk about.
Okay.
The acoustic jam, that's something that's one of my things. I'm a musician, and a lot of folks need a place to go and play with other musicians that's not necessarily at somebody's house, that's not necessarily attached to another group or a band.
Or in front of a big crowd.
Or in front of a big crowd.
Yeah, so they're trying to get their courage up and...
Sure. And it's a great way for people to do that. It's a good way to learn different types of music. We don't have a set list for it. You can bring a song and everybody will try to play it, and we have people that sing along, and that's fun too.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
We've just started this, and I've had a really good response from the community.
Good.
There are a lot of folks that have played out in the past or have been in bands and don't want to do it professionally anymore, but they like to sit in with other people.
Sure.
It's some like-minded folks.
And I understand that right now it's a weekday afternoon thing.
It's a weekday afternoon on the last Friday of the month. We get enough attendance and interest, we're looking at scheduling possibly an after work or after library hours get together sometime maybe in the coming months.
That would be great. Then I could
Sure.
call.
There you go. Yeah, there are a lot of people that have to work and aren't able to do it.
Exactly.
But we're working on it. As soon as we get that core group together that says this is something that we want to do Thursday nights.
Sure.
Or Saturday afternoons after the library's closed, then we'll look at doing that as well.
I love that you're making it available after the normal library hours. That's very flexible and generous of you. Let's talk about some local organizations and schools. How do you collaborate with them and expand your resources and opportunities?
Local organizations utilize the library all the time. Hayesville Historic. We have several that are in and out of here, using the facility, using the internet, using the printing, using the copiers. We have churches that come by and utilize our copy machines, so they don't have to buy one.
And your copiers, that's a pretty inexpensive
It
price
is.
per page.
Right now it's 15 cents a page for
that's
copies, which is a pretty good deal.
That's a great price.
It's $1 for color, but for the black and white, just regular copies. And as far as the school participation goes, we are very active with the local primary and elementary schools. We participate in the Reading Across America program every year, and it is so much fun to go and see the pre-K through second graders and be involved.
What does that entail? They get
It's
up
like-
and read in front of people?
No, it's basically like a carnival atmosphere.
Wow.
And everything is book themed. So
Okay.
every group that comes and brings an activity has a book that they're talking about, and the kids get to learn about the book and then enjoy the activity, and they get prizes as well. So
That-
it's a lot of fun.
That sounds fun.
It's a blast.
Can you share a story that highlights the positive impact that the library has had on a patron or the community?
As far as patrons go, I think the most impact that we have is our computer lab that people utilize for applying for jobs. And
Oh,
that's an
yeah.
important thing.
Sure.
Because most employers now take their applications online, whether it's Dollar General or Walmart or Ingles, any of the local businesses that you go to. And that's really had an impact because these are people that don't necessarily have Wi-Fi, may not have a computer. And
Or
so-
the skills to make a resume.
or the skills to make a resume.
Yeah.
And they can come in and we can schedule time if they're looking for just computer skills training, or we can help them. We can help them get through the application process.
That's
And
awesome.
so it's fun. It's a fun thing to do, and it's something that you can really see an impact. There are a lot of folks that still aren't used to that. That's still foreign to them. So we try to make it as uncomplicated as possible and make it so that they don't need to feel intimidated by the process.
Yeah.
I think that's what keeps a lot of people from getting jobs or even seeking employment is the process itself.
Yeah. Especially if they, like you say, didn't have the skills to create a resume, or if they're an older generation that has no idea how to even turn a computer on, let
Right.
alone use it.
Sure.
So I really appreciate the
It's-
fact that you guys are there to help them,
Right.
depending on what they need. And then again, is there any charge to go for the computer lab, or do they
No.
just have to have a library card?
No, library card. And if you don't have a library card, we have visitor passes. So,
Oh, that's nice.
and the nice thing about that too is that we have people who are traveling that know they can come into the library, and they may have to contact family in another part of the state or in another state, or business. Part of their business is somewhere else, but they don't have access to a computer. They can come in the library and use it. We have folks that do that all the time.
Yeah, and plus traveling through these mountains, you lose your signal a
That's
lot.
it.
So it's nice to have the Wi-Fi for them to hook
Well,
up to.
it is, and the Wi-Fi is available outside the library as well. We have people that come and just park in the parking lot and use it, and that's good.
That's a great range.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a good range. But we have folks that do that. We have families that come by. They may utilize the Wi-Fi in the parking lot, and then they'll come into the library and look around and get information about local activities, where things are in the community. We have a huge bulletin board. A lot of visitors come by and pick up information from us all the time.
What inspires you most about the work you do every day?
Working with the diversity within this community is inspiring. It's fun to see. It's fun to see so many different people with so many different activities going on in such a small place.
Right.
We're not a big town.
We are not.
We're not a big county.
Yeah.
But you can find just about anything you want here. We've got the Peacock. We've got writers. We've got poets groups. We've got musicians here. We've got gardeners. We've got master gardeners. People that have so many different interests
And talents.
and talents.
Artists
And it's
and-
really fun to see.
Yeah.
My staff, though, is inspiring to me. They are wonderful people, and they've been here serving the community. They all have a servant's heart, and it's good for me to see how they react to people, how they react to other individuals with problems or issues or questions about the area, because they're enthusiastic and they really want to help folks, and that's really good to see. I like people with an open heart and an open mind.
Absolutely. And it's nice for the public to know that they can come in and just ask for help
Anytime.
for a wide range of things. And there's
Anytime.
so much information here, not just in the books, but in your staff and
Oh,
you as
sure,
well.
sure.
And with resources or ideas that you can bounce off, them, or they could bounce off of you. And
Mhm.
where can I go for this? And you guys pretty much know where to send them.
We have a lot of folks that are looking to move to this beautiful part of the world,
Yeah.
and this is one of their stops. And if you've ever looked to move to a different area, that's usually a good thing to do. So let's go by the library.
Right.
Let's see if the community cares about their library, which this one does.
Yeah.
Let's see what resources are available and what they can tell us about. And so we get a lot of folks stopping in. Well, we're looking around here. You know, we just want to see what's here. And then hopefully they leave here with a good impression.
I don't know why they wouldn't. This is a wonderful place. If you could introduce one new feature or program at the library, what would it be?
Programs, I think we're pretty good right now. One new feature is I would love to have a real parking lot.
Yeah.
I know that sounds silly,
No.
but we got some places that are not user-friendly,
Yeah.
especially when we have large groups in, because
Right.
we end up having people parking on the street and parking around the corner, in town, and walking. So I would love to have enough space to spread out the parking and make it safer for everybody, and have a lit parking area and a paved parking area. I think that would be good. Other than that, we always want more space for books. It's just one of those things. Another thing we'd like to have is more space for carols, work carols, because we have a lot of people that come in and bring their own laptop to use our Wi-Fi, and they're working here. You know, they work in the library, or they're conducting some kind of business or some kind of research. And those carols give you a little bit of privacy. So it's like a desk with walls
Okay.
on three sides,
Right.
so that somebody's not watching everything you do. So you can have some privacy and keep your internet passwords
Nobody's
safe
looking over your shoulder.
and that kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to have more room for that, but you know, space is always at a premium.
Now, if someone wanted to donate to the library for either of those
Mhm.
or causes, or just in general, if they wanted to do it monetarily, or if they had books to donate, could you tell us a little bit about the donation process, or
Sure.
where they would mail a check, or
Sure,
how they would
sure.
do it, all of that?
We take all the monetary donations here at the library. If you want to mail a check, it's Moss Memorial Library, P.O. Box 900, Hayesville, 28904. Those are processed here, and then they're forwarded on to our regional accounting, and it goes into the Moss Library Fund. It's
Okay.
for us, for our use. You can designate what you would like it to be used for. The most recent, one of the most recent donations that I had, a gentleman's wife had come to this library when she was young, and he wanted to do something for her birthday. He said she talks about this library all the time, and it made such a huge impression on her that I'm going to send a donation in her name. And I said, that's great. What do you want it to go for? And I told him about our teen programs that we have, and he said that would be wonderful. So he can buy pizza for the teenagers or some kind of snacks to feed them while they're here, because they're always hungry.
Sure.
And he said that was great. He said that would be something that she would be happy about and be thrilled about. So that's the donations process is just send it to us and we'll use it. We have quite a few people that donate every year on a regular basis.
This is a really big-hearted community. I'm amazed.
It is.
Yeah.
But we have people from all over. We have people all over the country that
Nice.
are not living in the community any longer, that are still donating after years.
Wow.
As far as the book donation thing, we take all of our donations for books through the Friends of the Library bookstore.
Okay.
The Friends of the Library at this branch have been so supportive for over 40 years.
40 years.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It is amazing. These people have raised money towards the additions that we've had done. They've purchased the property across the street and donated it to the library.
Amazing.
It's an amazing group of folks, and to me, it's so impressive because it has been so consistent over all those years. And they're still purchasing books and equipment and supplies for this library every month. So we are so thankful to them. Part of that they're able to do, most of it they're able to do through that bookstore. So if you've got books, call Dorothy at the bookstore, find out when you can drop them off. They'll go through them. They'll resell the ones that they can. They donate the ones that they can to other organizations that collect books. And so if they see something that they think we need, or that we've told them that we need a replacement copy, or it's a newer book that we can't get ordered because it's back ordered, then they'll pull them out for us and they donate it directly to the library. It's processed and it goes on the shelf.
What a fantastic support group.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful group of folks.
What are the hours over there at the bookstore? Are they open every day, or?
They're open Monday through Saturday until 4:30, 10 to 4:30
Okay.
every day. So they're even open when the library's not.
And
That's
that
something
was my next question.
That's something people don't realize all the time. Library hours, on Tuesday we're open from 8:30 until 8 at night, because those are the evenings twice a month that we have the teen programs.
Okay.
So that's the only night that we're open past 6. Wednesday through Friday, it's 8:30 until 6. And then Saturdays, we're open Saturday morning from 9 until 12. So if you're going to come in Saturdays, you need to be here earlier.
And closed Sunday, Monday.
Closed on Sunday and Monday.
All right, good to know. How do you see the role of the library changing in the next 5 or 10 years?
I honestly don't see a lot of change for this library. And it's because we already have as much community involvement as we do. I think that's only going to grow. I think our schedules are going to get busier. I would hope that budget-wise we'd be able to have more hours. That would be good. I think we could probably stay open maybe later on a Saturday if we had more funding, or another night be open later during the week. As far as the actual role, this community supports us so well, and we are known as a place that you can meet, a place that you can come and study, a place that you can come and get tutoring for your children. We have several teachers that come in the afternoons and tutor children
I
here
didn't know that.
in
That's
the
great.
library. And a place that you could do genealogical research, and that's something that we're looking forward to getting into a little bit more. I think we are ingrained enough now. I think the goal is to get more involvement, and we've got a lot of people moving in, and we have a lot of families that are doing other things. You know, this time of year the sports thing starts,
Right.
and so some of our activities drop off a little bit, but it'll get much more in the summertime,
Yeah.
because then we have not only our residents here, but all of our visitors here. And a lot of folks come and bring their visiting children or grandchildren to the library. It's a great thing for them to do.
Yeah.
I don't see us changing that much, to tell you the truth. I think that we have expanded technology-wise about as much as we can for right now. And the physical layout of the building limits some of the other things. Like I said, the most important thing that we need now is just more engagement. We need more people to come and take advantage of the programs that we already have.
We're going to take a tour of the library after we're done here, and so you can see all the different areas that we've been talking about. What can community members do to support the library and its mission?
Become engaged, come and visit us, come and see some of our programs, because whether or not they continue has to do with participation numbers.
Sure.
Everybody knows that. It's all about the numbers. So come and see, find something here that you're interested in, and come by and do it. If there's not something here that you're interested in, come and talk with us and we'll start something.
Right.
We'll try to get it going for you.
That's great.
Join the Friends of the Library, of course. That's always a fun thing to do. And we get so many people that come by and say, well, I used to be a member of that years ago. So, well, we'll go sign up again. Go get it going. It's one of those things that kind of gets pushed aside. You know, people move, life changes, but get involved with that. That's always a help.
Can you explain what joining Friends of the Library is? That's the bookstore?
The
You have
Friends
to-
of the Library, which runs the bookstore,
Okay.
these are people whose only goal is to benefit this library. That's what they do. They have a wonderful board of directors, and they help us with programs that we need assistance with. They help us with funds for prizes, like at the Read Across America.
Sure.
So we take ideas to them, and then they decide if it's something that they're willing to fund. 99% of the time it is, because it's something that's good for the library.
Sure.
And the more activities we can keep going, the more our circulation numbers improve, and the more our patron numbers improve. And that's really what we want to work on, is getting more patrons, more people active.
So they come and get their library card or join the library, but they
Mhm.
can also go join the Friends of the Library bookstore.
Yes.
Or Friends of the Library, and
Yes.
and that's by volunteering their time
Time,
or
money,
donations, or books. Okay.
Sure.
So it's
that.
all about participating and
Mhm.
becoming involved with your local library.
That's
I think
it.
that's really important. It's clear to me, Shayne, that you are a cornerstone of this community, and that the library is, really important role for learning and connection and growth. And your commitment to serving the county is just, it keeps the library as a welcoming space for everyone of all ages. I'm really impressed with the age range, literally from 0 to 100 or more.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, I thank you for sharing your insights of the library's work, and
thank
we
you.
encourage everyone to visit the Moss Memorial Library. We're going to give you guys a little tour here and show you a little bit more of the areas, so you can get a better visual of all of the space here. So stay tuned for that. Okay, Shayne, you ready for our walkthrough?
Sure. Welcome to the Moss Memorial Library. Step this way and we'll look at our new teen room. This is so the teenagers can have a separate space for games, for studying. We do tutoring in here during the week, and we have several groups that come in and utilize the game room portion of it.
Even with the gaming chairs, they gotta love that.
Oh yes, they do. They enjoy that a lot.
Very cool.
Step this way and we'll go back. This is our young adult section. And once you get past the dragon, you're in the children's area.
How many books do you think you have in here?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I'm not sure. Quite a few. But we're weeding some of them, and we're looking
at
to
the
replace some of them.
Tiny tables, I love it.
We've got little furnitures in here for them. The nonfiction runs all around the wall, and then the fiction is in the middle. This is the juvenile section. We have an easy reader section, and then of course these are the e-books for the littles, and they're on the shorter shelves so they can pick out their own books.
I love it.
They have a lot of fun with that. We have videos, children's videos. We have Switch games and other video games that can be checked out by adults on an adult card. But they come through and find a lot of things that they want to take home with them.
What have you got over here? I didn't see this when I was here last time.
That is an old display of minerals and rocks.
Oh my gosh.
Labeled, and the kids enjoy that.
I bet. They're gorgeous.
These are our new children's books down here where they can look through those.
Somebody is trying to get in touch with you. I love all the murals.
Those have been here quite a while. And there's Curious George.
Aw. We grew up on those. And
Yeah.
Bambi and Thumper. I love it. What else you want to show us?
Let's go around and let me show you in our community room.
Okay.
I know we talked about that a lot, so I want to give folks an idea of the space that we have available. Just come right here through to your right. And also you need to know that the community room is available at times that the library is not open.
Oh.
The library does not have to be open for a group to book this room.
Okay.
Our 4-H Horse Club uses it on Monday nights, and we're not here. We're not here. The library's closed on Mondays. But if you get with us and we plan ahead, you can check out a key. There is its own entrance that's not attached to the library. And a lot
Look
of
at this space. It's huge.
A lot of folks take advantage of that so that they can meet outside of library hours.
I see what you mean now, how they can have it in a table setting, or you can set it up like a classroom and have one in the front.
Right.
A huge TV up there for display.
We
Is
have
that a wide erase board?
a wide erase board. We have a lot of folks that bring video presentations in here.
And a piano. I just love all these murals.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Are these all past librarian?
They're not all librarians. They're local dignitaries. This is the first librarian, Miss Scroggs, and that's when the library was actually one room in the courthouse.
Oh, wow.
We've grown quite a bit since then.
She was born in 1889. That's amazing.
And then over here we have our Cherokee history section, which this is a permanent fixture in here. We get a lot of folks that come in just to see this, and we refer people over to the museum, and a lot of times y'all send people to us, or they're walking the trail,
Right.
and so they'll come by and look at our exhibit here.
Wow. What a collection. Oh, wow. Look at that beadwork.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Were those like arm cuffs?
I think so.
Wow. A flute made out of hurricane. A gourd rattle. What are these turtle shells? Wow. What a great collection. The baskets, how they could intricately weave those patterns, it just amazes me.
It is.
And the pottery.
And the pottery is amazing
Oh,
to me.
look at that. Arrowheads. Wow, even more arrowheads.
All right, come ahead and we'll go back and see our genealogy room.
Awesome.
Like we said, you can't beat the view from the library.
I mean, look at that.
This is Fred Moss, who the library is named after. He gave his endowment of the library back in 1964. Allowed the library to start building funds. It wasn't actually built until 1966 and was opened in 67.
Oh,
But he started it off. He has as the main benefactor, and then people in the community added to it over the years to pay for getting the library built. Dr. Moss is an interesting fellow. He was psychology, head of the psychology department at George Washington University. He was actually one of the developers of the first MCAT test, which is to keep the medical college aptitude test.
okay.
And because they were having a hard time, they were getting students in med school, but they were dropping out at a really high rate. So he developed the MCAT test to see what their aptitude was and if they were more likely to stay in it based on the psychology of it. And that's what gets people into med school today.
Wow.
So it's fascinating.
That is.
Somebody from here is actually the one that started that.
So,
It's really
again, thousands and thousands of books.
lots and lots. And we're adding to them every month. This is our lab. This is our computer lab.
Lots of computers.
It is, and these are utilized on a daily basis. Quite a few of them.
These are the carrels you were talking about on the desk with the side
those
walls?
are. And you see, we've only got 4
Right.
spaces for people to work, and sometimes they're full, and people are sitting in other parts of the library
Yeah.
using their laptops. I'd like to have more room for that. This is the Mary Fonda Heritage Room. This is our genealogy reference room. So we have a few projects going on in here. Right now, we are actually in the midst of cataloging all of these documents, books, family histories, and the goal is to, once it's cataloged, for it to be a searchable reference. A lot of these things have been donated to the library. They're from families that are from local families over the years have blessed us with some of these, as well as some of the family notebooks that we have. We have a lot of genealogy folks, interest in genealogy in the area, and many times when people have completed their family history or gotten it as far back as they can, then they will take and either donate the original or a copy of their research. So it makes it easier for people to come. And we have people from all over the country that come because they had a family member here at a certain time. So they can come back and they can utilize these to fill in their family trees as they go along. This is also used as a meeting room for several of the groups, smaller groups.
Sure.
And we have a collection of Clay County newspapers that we are in the process of digitizing.
Wow.
We have volunteers who are coming in and they're putting all these papers, they're scanning them in to searchable files so that we don't have to pull out the old documents and look
That's
at them
amazing.
physically anymore.
Is that what these are? What are
That's
these?
what all of those are. Those are bound copies of the newspaper.
Wow.
And they are really interesting, but they are very fragile.
I'll bet.
That's the thing, especially the older ones from the 30s and 40s. Those are getting kind of crumbly, but we're getting them in the computer and in files, so that we don't have to
So we
actually
don't
pull
lose that
it.
history.
We don't
Yeah.
lose the history. We can just pull it out and look at it on the computer, and then make copies. And this is our scanner. We're hoping to get a new scanner
The
system.
genealogical helper.
There have been so many genealogy publications over the years, and sometimes they come and go, sometimes they change form. So it's good to have all these things in one place. And as I said, we have people from all over the country that show up here to look up local history. And we have lists of cemeteries. We have lists of cemeteries that were moved when the lake was made.
In those lists, does it tell you all the graves and people that are buried there?
It does.
Really?
It does.
That's fantastic.
It does. It's an interesting resource. It's something
Right.
you don't think about all the time. But
Well, sure, but if
there
you're
was
looking for a
church
great
and-
grandma or somebody where they were buried and you
well,
don't, you
the
know.
community might not be here anymore.
Sure.
The church may not be. It may be under the water.
Right.
But most of them, they actually moved to higher ground.
Huh.
And then we have listings of where those are, where they moved them to. So you can still go and see that ancestor in the cemetery where
Wow.
they're actually buried.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff. And we get calls from the TVA about some of these records sometimes.
Really?
Hmm. But it's fun. It's a wonderful hobby, and it's a fun thing to get younger people into. because it's a direct connection with history. It's not just books. It's not just dates. These people all have stories. And that's what we're trying to get to here. I want to get it so that a family can come in, or a descendant can come in, and they can see the stories of their families. I think that's an important thing. Not just the dates, not just who was born and who died and where they were buried. All those people had lives, and all
Right.
of them did different things. It's a fun thing about the newspapers, because people come to look at the newspapers. Newspapers over the years have changed, but back in these days, in the 30s and 40s and 50s that we're looking at, you'd have listings like Mrs. Smith's cousin from Charlotte came to visit and had dinner and stayed for 3 days and went to the church.
Right.
Fun things like that.
Yeah.
People were actually living their lives, and that's some of the stories that are fun to tell.
And they were talking about it in the newspaper, not
Oh,
like
sure,
today.
that was newspaper worthy.
Yeah,
at
it was
the time.
newsworthy. And I like the fact that the younger generation is becoming more involved in history and more interested, because the older I get, the more interested I am in history. And I wish someone had sparked that interest in me at a much younger date.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Our volunteers coming from the Church of Latter-day Saints are all young people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
And so they're interested in it, and they'll tell you about it, and they're interested in the process of what they're doing, because they're seeing both sides of it. They're seeing the history side of it and the technology side of it. So see, there's an interest there that you could get younger people into it a little bit more, and that's what we're hoping to do.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're hoping to find, we're hoping also to have before too long a public scanning day, so that if you need old photographs that you have, entries in family Bibles, photographs, local area photographs, family photographs that you need scanned, because once you get them scanned and you get them in electronic form, you can send them anywhere you need to.
You can share them with your entire family.
Share them with the whole family,
Yeah.
so that they can see them. It's a pretty interesting process.
And that's going to be a community thing that you're going
It
to
is.
do
We'll
for free?
We'll send out notices on that. Yes, it'll be free. We'll probably set it up so that you schedule a time to come, because it's photographs can take a while.
It can take a while, yeah.
And so we're going to hopefully have a public day, and if people are interested, we'll do it more often to get things scanned in. Then you can take a copy with you. If you tell us what's on it, then we can keep a copy here, so it's a resource for the whole community, not just in the family anymore.
So tell me if I'm wrong. There's nothing here that you have to pay for except for the copies and fax and stuff, right?
That's
Everything
correct.
else is free.
That's correct.
I love it.
That's it.
What an amazing, amazing resource.
It is.
Thank you so much, Shayne, for all you do, and thank your staff for us, and we appreciate your time.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm glad you came by to visit.
I want to thank you for joining us for another episode of One-on-One with Clay County History today. And we hope you enjoyed today's conversation with Shayne Johnson at the Moss Memorial Library. And we hope you gained a little better understanding and appreciation for the stories that make our community unique. If you want to be featured in one of our video series, please don't hesitate to email me at cchacHazeville@outlook.com. To learn more, you can visit our website at clayhistoryartsnc.org. You can also find us on our social media platforms, which would be Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. This episode has been made possible by a grant from Granny's Attic Thrift Store here in Hayesville, North Carolina, and also by the NC Arts Council, a division of the Natural and Cultural Resources, which is a state agency. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep honoring the history that makes Clay County special. See you next time.